are doing math, your favorite, it's my favorite. We're going to continue on with what we were doing yesterday. Really is just an extension. This will be a really short lesson because if you got it yesterday, you're totally going to get it today. If you didn't get it yesterday, that's okay. You get another chance today. So this is lesson 139. And let's start with some review. So how many add-ins are up here? For this problem right here, how many add-ins are there? Oh, I don't have anything to cover that. There's 3, right? These are called add-ins. There's 3 add-ins. Now, if I'm going to add 3 add-ins together, what's something that I could do that would make it easier for me to do some mental math? Combine 2 of the add-ins to make a total of 2. So which 2 add-ins would I combine? Would I do 2 plus 8, 8 plus 2, or 2 plus 2? Right, I would want to do a 2 plus 8. So I would want to combine these 2 add-ins. And what's 2 plus 8? 10. Good. So now I have the add-in 10. And because I already know 10 has the 0 over here, and I'm going to be adding 2 in the ones place. What is 10 plus 2? You got it. It's 12, right? So the goal when you have 3 add-ins like this is to make a 5 or a 10, because those are easy numbers to work with, and you can mentally add on from there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. 7 plus 3 plus 7. Which 2 would I add together? Correct. I would add the 7 and I would add the 3 together. I combine those 2 add-ins. And what's 7 plus 3? 10, right. And now I have my 2 add-ins again. So I'll be adding 10 plus 7. And what does that equal? 17, right? The 7 plus 0 is still 7, and I put my 10 back, okay? So it's 17, just a little review. So we're doing the same thing with 10 frames here. So if I had the equation 3 plus 10, I fill up my 10 frame with the 10. I can see that it's filled, right? So I don't need to count all of these. A 10 frame totally filled is what? 10, okay? And then I can go ahead and add my 3 over here. And 10 plus 3 equals, there's 10, 11, 12, and 13, okay? Now, let's say that my equation is 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6. And what is 8 plus 6? Well, let's make 8 in the 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? And now I'm going to add 6. Do I do it down here? Is this 10 frame filled? No, this 10 frame isn't filled, right? So I would not start in this second 10 frame until this first 10 frame is filled. So there's 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I add 6 red ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And I now have a full 10 frame, which means that this number is representing the number 10 plus, what do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 8 plus 6, 8 right here is blue, plus 6, which is in red, is equal to 14, right? So if I'm going to write this with 3 add-ins, oh, I see what they're doing here. They're being tricky. All right, so if I was going to write this with 3 add-ins, this is how I would do it. I would count the blue ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? So that is, I don't want to confuse you guys. So I have 8. I wonder if you can even see that marker. Let's do brown. So I have 8 blue ones. Now I'm making this with 3 add-ins now. I'm taking this 2 add-ins, I'm making it 3. Okay, so watch. How many red ones are in the top 10 frame? 2. And how many red ones are in the bottom 10 frame? 4. So it still equals 14. But now I made it in, I separated it so I have my 10, right? Because I want to make groups of 10 first, and then I add my 4. let's do it again. I know that is probably like, what just happened? Okay, let's do another one. Oh man, I keep throwing pins. Let's do black. Okay, if I have 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5. All right, let's get 7 in here. 7 will be blue. Do I have 7? I have 5 on the top row, right? Because a 10 frame is 5 on top and 5 on bottom. So there's 5, 6, 7. So I have my 7. And now I need to add 5. Okay? So I'll add red 5s. Now is this filled? No. So what do I need to do? I need to add my red dot to the first 10 frame till it's filled. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So if I'm going to write this with 3 add-ins, I'm going to write all the blue ones. So that's 7 plus, how many red ones are in the first frame? 1, 2, and 3. Plus, how many are in the bottom 10 frame? 2. Right. And what is 7 plus 3? 7 plus 3 is 10, right? These two equal 10. And 10 plus 2 equals 12, because we can count on from 10. We have 10, 11, 12. So 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. Okay, does that make sense? So in order for you to write it with 3 add-ins, you're splitting the first 10 frame. You start with the big number, and then whatever you fill in, and then the secondary, okay? So I know that's kind of like, what are we doing? But that is what you're doing in lesson 139. I just did the first 2 problems for you, and so you'll have lots of review for the next ones. Now, on the time to review at the end of your worksheet on page 314, you have your add-ins are vertical, 4 plus 3 plus 2. Okay? You need to combine 2 add-ins to either create a 5 or a 10. Okay? Are there any 2 add-ins that I can combine in order to make a 5 or a 10? Is 4 plus 3 5 or 10? Is 3 plus 2 5 or 10? 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Now, 5 plus 4 is equal to what? Don't start on 5. Don't start on 1. You have 5 fingers, right? And you're going to add 4 more. What number do you have? 9, right? You don't need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just need to start with 5 and count on, okay? So 5 plus 4 is equal to 9, all right? So that's what you're doing in the review. They want you to combine 2 add-ins. Okay, that is it for lesson 139. Have fun doing your worksheets.